Hi, this is Alan with Tex Nation TV, Day 1, CES. And as you can see the people exiting behind me, we just got through with the Audi keynote presentation here at the lovely Cosmopolitan Hotel. So this is Audi's 4th year, and yes, I'm going to be using my notes because just like Michael Bay, our teleprompter went out. But instead of just walking off the stage, I'm going to try to wing it here. So Audi's been here for 4 years, and we haven't really paid that much attention to them because we only come to CES for the gizmos and the gadgets and small things like that. But after this keynote, I'm going to start paying more attention to the cars, because what they talked about was the Audi piloted drive. And what that means is that the car is pretty much piloting itself, driving itself. And they talked about the history of the word is that piloted drive meant back in the day chauffeured. You had someone else bring you out in the car, and that's exactly what they did. They brought out this old 1930, it wasn't an Audi, and I couldn't even pronounce the name if you told me, but they brought out the CEO of Audi along with the CEO of CES in one of these cars. But before then, we got a guest. It was Kunal from The Big Bang Theory. You know him as Raj. And he did a fantastic job, better than any other keynote that I've seen with had guests come out. He did a really good job. So going back to Rupert, he came out and talked about the piloted driving, which means the mobility of the cars connected to the driver, which means that we can use it without using it. We don't have to be there to drive the car. And they demonstrated this by rolling out an Audi A7 by itself, just like Knight Rider. They had the camera in the car showing that no one was driving. It rolled right on the stage and knew exactly where to stop, because if it went a couple feet more, it would have been off the stage and we'd have a completely different show. Also, Kunal talked about the ZFast chip, or I guess it's more ZFast board. We got a picture of it here. It's about the size of an iPad, but just with that board, it connected the entire car to you. That's what Audi did, is they engineered it to pretty much shrunk it down to that level so that you could control it, other than having a trunk full of chips and tanks and things like that. And along with that, an Audi S3 rolled out, and inside of it was the CEO of NVIDIA, I'm probably going to say his name wrong, Jensen Sun, and the CEO of AT&T Mobility, Ralph de la Vega. Sorry, trying to read my notes here. But AT&T and NVIDIA are working together to give the car LTE and also the Tegra RK1 chip that Jensen Sun talked about, the 192 core processor, and this is going to power the car and allow us to have that piloted driving with the thanks to LTE. Then Rupert came out, talked more about the human-machine interface, which means that with handwriting, voice recognition, you're going to be able to pilot or drive the car easier than you ever thought of. Along with that was a customizable display and the virtual cockpit, which is really cool. Where your speedometer and your tachometer used to be, now it's just going to be pretty much like a Google Street View map. Then after that, a crazy light show happened, which lasers and dancers, and apparently someone had an epileptic seizure and had to walk off. Lots of action happening. And so then Audi brought out its Dr. Q, and his name is Dr. Ulrich Hackenberg. What a great name, Hackenberg. If I had the name Hackenberg, I'd probably work in a lab too, but I call him Audi's Q. And he brought up the concept car, the Quattro Laser Light. It had a V8 engine, and he was talking so fast I wasn't able to get all the specs, so hopefully we can pull those up when the video comes out. But it's basically a supercar slash hot rod hybrid. So you got the functionality of a hybrid along with the muscle of a V8 engine. And it was also controlled by the ZFast chip. And he talked a lot about the headlights, which are controlled by lasers. With these lasers, they last 3 times longer than LEDs, which, you know, LEDs last pretty much forever. And the beam can be seen from 5 football fields. And then after that, he rode off stage, Rupert came back out, and the teleprompter quit. So that's the second teleprompter quitting that I've heard of today. And I got a theory on that, is that Gizmodo was banned from CES about, I think, 5 years ago because of TV Be Gone. They were going to all the TV displays, and with TV Be Gone, they were turning them off. I heard that ban was lifted, so maybe they're back with their old shenanigans or something. The teleprompter be gone. But Rupert handled it like a pro. He even poked fun at Michael Bay, saying, I'm going to, wing it. And we thought it was over, but no. All of a sudden, all these guys from this German auto magazine came out and gave him 4 awards for pilotless driving. So he's now the most to receive. He has the most to receive this honor. So it was a great keynote. I enjoyed it. We'll be seeing that Audi booth to check out those laser lights and the virtual cockpit a little bit closer. Hey, we got fans. How's it going, guys? So stay tuned to us, TexNation.tv, for more of your CES coverage. CES 2014.